So welcome to the Get That Sound feature again. Here we are, we've loaded up a Roland TR-909 kit for the open hi-hat sounds. You can listen to it here, and I've just used the high-pass filter on it. Next channel, I've loaded up the same kit but with a TR-909 kick, as you can see there, using the low-pass filter. Next channel, again the same kit but using the TR-909 snare. I've played all these in from a keyboard just to give more of a realistic kind of velocity feel to the sounds. We've got TR-909 clap there as well, using the TR-909 Logic kit again. You can see the part. And a tambourine using Logic's Warehouse kit. Slightly panned off to the left there. -34. Shaker part, that's using one of my own shaker samples that I've made. Again, listen closely to the original just so you can copy these parts accurately. There's the Bongo Loop. You can actually hear these parts clearly in the track. If you listen towards the end of the track, there's a little breakdown in the original so you can hear all these parts isolated. So now we go back to the open hat, and we've just boosted 4 decibels at 6,600 hertz, just to give it a little bit lift to the sound. On the kick, a boost at 2950 of 6, a cut at 470 of -7 dBs, a boost of 74, a boost of 5 decibels at 74 hertz, and a cut at 31 hertz just to remove some low end rumble there. We've also added compression to the kick to make it stick out a bit more. You can hear it there, so it cut through the mix nicely. Fairly quick attack, low ratio, medium release, and a threshold there set to -21. For the snare, again we're adding some compression using the platinum compressor, using the just the standard platinum model there. Release of 48 milliseconds, attack of 10 milliseconds, ratio 1.5.1. Just helps the snare cut through there, quite subtle, but it does make a difference in the mix. Then to the clap we've added the Reverence reverb plugin. Pre-delay of 36, reverb time of 2.5, and a size, medium size there. Fairly low output mix, you can just hear the difference there when it's bypassed. Again, added some compression again using the classic AU model on Logic's Platinum compressor. Threshold -29.5. Fast attack, medium release again. The tambourine there, just going to boost that up a little bit using the compressor. Attack of 10 milliseconds, release 48 milliseconds. We've used the auto gain there, set to 0 dB, ratio 1.5.1, standard platinum compressor there. Again, helps the reverb, the tambourine cut through. Just bypass there. And a subtle boost there at 3050 hertz of +4.5. Shaker I've added a stereo delay to, with crossfeed which goes from right to left like on the original record. Output mix of 30% on each channel, feedback set to 35% on both channels, crotchet delay on the left, quaver delay on the right, all beat synced. On the bongos, just added some compression. Attack of 11.5, release of 54.0, ratio 1.5.1. Here's that classic M1 style piano, you can see the part there. I copied this just by ear off the record, but you can slow down the track using Logic's Vari-Speed if you need to hear it a bit more clearly. Give an attack of 10 milliseconds, release of 48 milliseconds. Low ratio, cut quite a bit of lows out of that sound as well, rolled off everything below 215 Hertz, and a boost of 5.5 decibels at 2000, it's a high shelf there, just to lift this piano sound out. And some sort of reverb, just tweaking the pre-delay there so more of the initial attack comes through. 47, sounds pretty good, pretty authentic to the original. And here's the bass line again that I've copied by ear from the original. Takes a bit of time to copy it, but you will get it eventually if you just keep listening. Using Logic's ES1 there for the sound. Sub oscillator using the first wave there. 8-foot pitch and sawtooth wave. Classic filter, fairly low cut off and very low resonance. One voice monophonic mode and the C2 chorus just to give the sound some more movement. Quick attack, quick delay, long sustain and short release on the envelope, and that's pretty much it for that sound. Again, adding some more compression just to lift it out of the mix a little bit. Attack of 10 milliseconds, release of 48 milliseconds, auto gain set to 0, and a ratio of 1.5.1. Just tweak the attack there to set it in with the kick a little bit more to 7 milliseconds. I've added an octave string part that you can see here as well. Actually, that's the bass part there, just have a quick look at that. Back to the string part. Again, I've cut quite a lot out of the bottom end and the channel EQ, and added the reverence reverb again. Just solo the bass part so you can just hear that quickly. Just go back to the strings again. Have a look at that low cut. Okay, we've cut the lows at 290 Hertz. Using the 24 dB per octave slow, and a boost of 5 dBs at 4600 Hertz on the top end, just to let the strings cut through a bit more. We've got a choppy sort of compy house organ part here as well. Again, cut out loads of lows at 455 Hertz just to avoid muddy build-up in the mix. There's the part in isolation. Again, copy that by ear from the record or just have a look at the screenshot. A little bit of compression again there. And I've added some stereo delay, semi-quaver on the left, semi-quaver on the right, output mix of 35 on the left and 36% on the right. That's pretty much it there. Also added the scanner vibrato to add a bit more movement to the sound. There's without. And with, just widens the stereo out a little bit as well. Subtlety's the name of the game here. You see it's all sitting together nicely now. And then finally I've added a cheesy horn part there, but it is just like the original, with a little bit of reverb again. Using the funk horn section preset in EXS24. And finally on the main mix, I've just added a little high shelf at 4750 Hertz, 2.5 dB boost there. It's a very subtle lift. And a limiter for loudness to glue the mix together a little bit more. Gain of plus 2.5 decibels. Set the output level to 0.1, minus 0.1, just to prevent overs. And there we have it. The horn part again there, just please look at. Splat boxes right on time, just using stock Logic plugins. And of course the audio damage reverence reverb, one of my favourites. Just break it down so you can hear it all. can hear it's pretty authentic.